Pat,
I have this image in my head that Pat eats a burrito the way that you would scrape an artichoke with your teeth. And just...
Yes.
Or like some people eat wings.
No, that's sexy. Yeah.
Where they put the whole wing in and just the bone comes out.
I like that.
Well, what do you pull out? What's the thing you pull out?
You don't.
The
Tortilla?
wrap?
You just suck up the.
He's
Just
low
a
carb.
tortilla.
You know
Yeah,
what's
the
hard
tortilla.
about burritos? You know what's hard about burritos is if you're trying to watch your rice is such an effective binder to hold it all together so the burrito doesn't get too sloppy. But like if you're trying to, manage your carb intake, like sometimes you gotta cut out the rice but then it becomes a sloppy burrito.
Rice is a carb.
Look at Pat talking
When-
about binders in Pride Month. Good
Come
for you.
through, ally. The way I'm never giving up rice.
Rice
Bitch, let me
is-
tell you something.
There's certain things that just don't count.
But I'm gonna eat rice tonight, that's why. So
Listen, Pat. I don't care. I eat 300 grams of protein or whatever the fuck. I'm never getting rid of rice.
I'm Asian. I think it's illegal to give up rice.
I refuse. I will never give up rice.
It just doesn't count.
Also, I need the carbs for my brain to work.
Congrats on your watch streak, K. Warwick. 60, back up there.
Dang.
I know that's motherfucking right.
60. Have we done that many? Just kidding.
Well, it's.
today's
Yes.
like 60. Oh wait, is today?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
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 You gotta go back and change the title of this.
The nice adventure.
The Nice-to-Cool Adventure.
The nice-to-cool adventure. Damn. Nice. Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
change that to my.
It is 69, if that's what, everyone's,
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Know what I'm saying? Dude, I gotta tell you, today in Florida, I was in the shade a lot, and it actually was not that hot outside somehow.
Whoa.
So shout outs to global warming, fucking with the climates and making weirdo things that shouldn't happen. That being said, I'm terrified for hurricane season, so
Yo.
if I'm randomly like, hey, Tim, I'm coming to visit for a minute.
Okay.
There's crazy hurricanes happening, I think.
Yeah, just dodge the fucking tornadoes here. I went to go get sandwich yesterday, and all of a sudden I was like, is this bad? What's up?
Is this it?
What's up?
Fucking Cincinnati
rapture.
all of a sudden this year has gotten way more tornadoes than it has like the entire time I've lived here. I feel like,
Cool.
guys, it's almost as if like the climate is
What?
changing.
Wow.
Portland
climate's
had a
woke now.
tornado. We had one last year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We had one that killed people here in the city, which hasn't happened in a very long time.
Yeah, like that recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a TikTok person that lives in St. Louis who had like just finished building some like community garden or something, and a tornado came and dropped like 4 trees on it,
Yeah.
and then he had to go back and fix it.
Yeah. Area
But
where I
you're
used to
apparently right
live
next to a
got
famous
fucked
TikToker.
up.
But Tim, you're really close to a famous TikToker, by the way. So
One time we went to the botanical gardens for their Christmas thing where you look at all the lights and yada, yada, yada. And there was a girl, I think, live streaming, whether on TikTok
Whoa.
or Twitch or whatever. And I wanted to like follow her, not in a creepy way, but like, is
Like
there
around
synergy
the
here?
botanical
So glad you
gardens?
clarified
Yeah.
that it wasn't a creep.
Is there synergy here? And I
I'm
just
gonna
kept
start-
searching on various platforms like St. Louis Botanical Gardens live stream, and I couldn't find anything. But Google doesn't work anymore, and
funny.
I was not good at Google before, as my wife is. So who's to say? Shout out to that
I'm gonna
person.
start tagging you in his videos so that like I'd be
Okay.
like, hey, you should collab with my friend Tim.
Okay.
Hey, collab with my friend Tim, and
Does
he'll
he
be
like
like,
Magic the Gathering?
he might. He's like nerdy and stuff.
If he does garden,
He does garden.
Our
He's like
front
nerdy
yard.
and stuff. He also apparently I don't know how long he's lived in St. Louis, but apparently he was like really loud about getting the teachers arrested from his high school because they were touching the children. And the school board
Oh.
apparently was like, we're not doing anything about it. And he had like emails and shit, and then other students and parents backed him, and they were getting like, when I tell you, it was like they were yanking motherfuckers out that school left and right. And I think they had to get the school board fired and then had to rehire new people.
That's
So
nuts.
he like went off. But I don't know if he has always been in St. Louis or not. But I was like, my man was like on there being like showing like pictures like in the background of like, hey, this guy was my gym coach and he was our wrestling coach and he wanted to shower with us all the time and touch our butts. And like he really liked doing it and blah blah blah. And like, he like kept and this is the school board lady, and she was like, "LOL, that never happened." And then and it was like crazy, but then like mad people were getting like arrested and like taken to court and shit. It was
Holy
kind of
shit.
it's terrible that happened.
Yes.
It was cool that like everyone was rallying and getting
Yes.
these people the fuck up out of there.
It's terrible it happened. It sucks it took the rallying to happen, but it's awesome that they rallied and yada yada yada.
And
'cause
yes, all of that. Very
we
that.
can celebrate things like that even with the little the caveats.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to do. So good on them.
Yeah. It was like a hellish thing, but I think because of their TikTok fame or whatever,
Oh really?
they had strangers calling in also, just like blowing up the channels, and then
I'm
they
not
were
gonna
like,
send my kids to your school because the
right? They're like, "Bitch, you live in LA, like."
Well, you don't know. Maybe I would have.
You don't know that I might move there. No, but they got the motherfuckers right up out of there. It kind of whipped ass.
Praise be.
I was like, I liked seeing that shit.
Praise
Get
be.
them fuckers out of here. Put them in jail. Fuck jail, but
But
for them, get the fuckers in, under the jail. Bury 'em.
yeah. How's everyone else's week been? Brett, how are you doing? Are you dead? I don't know. I feel like every week something news.
How's Sam?
I know it's Sam was the last one, but you never know.
Sam's doing good. We ended up taking like 2 weeks to recover,
Mm-hmm.
and we went out of town. I was at her dad's house last time, but what ended up happening is I took 2 weeks off of work that I didn't plan on taking off of work. But I run a company, so all of my stuff has been piling up. So I was up. Yeah. So I'm like, I've got late nights planned for the rest of the month to catch up. So I'm pretty tired today, but coffee.
Hell yeah.
You look really good, though. I'll tell you that.
What up,
Excellent.
RX?
Love it.
Tousle
Love
your
to hear
hair.
it. What's that?
I want to give your hair a good tussle.
Don't. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
With permission. I wouldn't just do it.
I was up till 4 last night though. So yeah.
That sucks.
Were you gaming?
I don't like that.
Or are you doing the thing that
Were
you were
you
talking
gaming?
about? Is it? I mean, it could have been
It's-
a different thing. I don't know.
It's so depressing work. This is too boring. I'm converting 150 terabytes of footage from regular to phone. But like manually because it's none of it's in the center.
Right.
It's
Just like,
hell.
sorry, the guy's off screen now. That's none of my business.
That's none of my business.
Is Quibi
Yeah.
coming back? Is that what's happening?
You know what? I'd love CISO to come back. There were some shows I liked on CISO.
I'm a Quibi
No.
guy.
There were many
was-
things that I wanted to watch on CISO, but I never did that.
Yeah, there was some app that I only
But like
know
the app
about
was bad
because-
too.
Yeah, there was some app. I think it was like Orange, but they had shows that were made for like your phone, and they were all like 2 to 10
That's Quibi.
minutes
That was Quibi.
long. But it wasn't Quibi; it was a different one
Oh.
but they had specifically werewolf romance
Okay.
show on there, like soap
Okay.
opera.
I want to look up the Quibi thing is wild because it was like that's so much money that was like
Yeah, Quibi was
how
crazy.
much money was lost.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
it was
and it
like,
was like so
ins-
obviously a bad idea, but like, fuck it, let's go.
Sam used to
Yeah.
work for that guy, and when he was at DreamWorks, and it makes sense. Like he was really in love with the idea of technology, but not in love with the idea of like how are people going to use this?
Quibi raised $1.75 billion, but only had 350 million at the time of shutting
Dumb.
down.
Dumb.
Crazy.
I think it's a
The
good idea.
producers did.
Everyone involved in that should be like, you're not allowed to be a rich person anymore.
Mhm.
Well, they're not.
Well, no.
They lost $1
I
million.
I assume they would still somehow be rich. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think rich people tend to just know how to be rich
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah,
That is fair.
I don't remember. I'm gonna find this thing because I'm gonna send it to Tim. I want Tim to watch it. But it was some show. It was called like Alpha something. I don't remember. But it was like all shot at some random house on a golf course. And there was like an alpha, and like he had a mate, but the mate was like not good. Like she was like the kind that like make rogue werewolves or something.
Okay.
And then like it's so bad.
I'm
It's
getting
so bad.
into Korean manga, aka manhwa, and
Yeah.
it's interesting navigating all of the like boys love, like this big man with a fang is biting the neck of a little Twinkie guy that you have to like dodge as I'm trying to get to my like progression fantasy leveling guy.
Yeah.
But you know what? Good for them. I'm only somewhat sex shaming them. But there's a lot of that shit. Like category like power imbalance. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it was called Real Short was the app.
okay. Real short. I'm gonna, and then we're starting a second here, but I'm gonna plug because I'm so impressed
Quibi.
to the point where that messages them and like, is there a way I can sponsor a subscription for someone else because I believe in what you're doing so much? Is if you I would cancel like every, I guess not because of the kids, but almost pretty much every streaming thing I have. Dropout TV is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Nathan and I have that.
Yeah, it's great.
Dropout TV is my top 3 shows of 2025 are Andor, The Rehearsal this season 2, and it's only 4 episodes in, but Game Changer on Dropout is doing things with like the TV medium that have never been done before. It's insane. It's incredible.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah. They should hire me because I think they need more black people on there.
They do.
You can say that I think
should.
about any show, any platform.
That's
Because
why I
they've
say
got-
that so that they'll hire me. They do a
They
lot
should
of like
hire,
diversity over
Josh
there.
I mean, I would say they are of all. They are probably
Yeah.
the most diverse as far as their casting goes.
they do, and it's not just like the same 2 blacks over and over
Right.
again either. Like they do rotate their tokens. But the Dropout, if you're watching or listening, I will absolutely take some money if you want to put me on there.
Yeah.
I'm probably not as funny.
Although
as
I will
some of the
say
bitches, but-
it does feel like the same 3 Asians. Like
So
Erika
hire
Ishii,
Jennifer.
Lily Dew, and
Erica
Tao.
Ishii.
And
Did you say
it's
So
Erica
it's-
Ishii?
just me.
So it's
Hire
time to
me.
hire Jennifer then. Let's
Mhm.
rotate. Let's add a 4th. Let's throw a 4th one.
Let's
Yeah,
throw in
you-
some Southeast Asian in there.
We stand Southeast Asia in this house. Let's hire Jennifer. Dropout if you're listening, and then hire me also.
You
Do you
probably have,
guys- do you
a
guys-
quirky white boy, right?
Have you ever publicly improv? Do you have an
Yeah.
on state?
No, I don't have a public improv thing. I'm just black.
What
so I
is
think I probably
this?
just
What are
have
we
it.
doing here every week
That's
for
true.
a couple of years?
That was the.
This is just hanging out, Pat.
We had
Okay.
the longest running cage match streak, me and my improv team, in Improv Boston for a time. So
Yeah. Tim really did improv. I'm just black, and so I think it.
Yeah, I'm just Asian and a woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
so you
at the
think you
weigh-ins.
just-
brother.
okay, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of like how I could just play bass. Like
I've never heard Tim make a cancelable joke, but flip that to stream.
Uh,
Do you want me to?
should we? Should we do it?
no. What
It's
I
my
want you to
birthday week.
do-
I can do whatever the hell I want.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
true.
We need to rip
Yeah.
off the weekend update thing from SNL and write each other horrible jokes.
Don't, because the way Patrick
Oh
will
my
be
God,
so
dude.
sweaty.
Whatever jokes
I'm not doing
Josh
it.
writes
Nope.
are going to be so bad.
You all can. You can all do it with each other.
That's like I won't do
No.
it.
'Cause I feel like Brett would figure out a way to make it like.
And I'll make a game to
fucked
see if
up
I
in
can
a
stay
very
stone
specific
faced
way.
the whole time and not laugh to any of them.
No, Pat, I think you'll succeed at being stone faced. The tears, though, those will just be
yeah,
flowing the whole time.
yeah.
Like Pat will just have like just a steady stream of tears, being like, "I'm not reading any of these. Like, why did you do this?"
Your head's gonna go
Why would you
bloodshot
do
like
this
an
to me?
eye, like all the veins just turning bright red, but like not.
I
the whole
legitimately am
face.
sweaty right now, chat, just because I literally came right here from it was like gym, shower, giant burrito shoved in face, sitting down here. My temperature is still elevated.
Just take your shirt
from
off.
Gym.
Pat, you want to know how our mornings differed? I woke
What?
up, immediately sprinted to the donut shop, also had a burrito, and then sat down in
You
the
had a-
chair.
I
So
love you,
different.
Brett. I love
So
you so much. I just had Brett, I just ate legendary protein donuts. They don't taste like donuts. They taste like protein sponge.
Ooh, sponge.
I love sponge.
Just eat a steak, bro, or a
Eat
donut.
steak, bro, with
I had
rice.
both. It's yeah. Okay, you know what? All right. With that being said, ahoy, mateys.
What?
Wait, I can
Patrick's
do
gonna
that
take
better.
his shirt off.
That was weak.
Ahoy, you
mateys.
fucks!
You sloppy little fucks, you dirty, nasty fucks, you sloppy.
Okay, don't talk to our audience like that.
Why?
That's
They
so
like
Maybe they
it.
like
rude.
it.
They're
I bet
fucking
you at least
pigs.
3 people liked it.
They're
Three
like
people
necking our
put the
audience.
lotion out when I did it. Yeah.
Dirty, dirty.
I bet you we have
dirty
3.
pig.
We have 3 piggies in chat that like pulled their
Mhm.
lotion out and they were like, I want that.
Okay, well,
Harder,
now
harder.
the chat is saying, chat, you little freaks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you dirty little piggy.
They do
freaks.
like it.
they do.
Oh,
Like
you weird little freaky fucks. Yeah,
I'm always
yeah,
as mean as possible to them.
This is subscriber only content, guys.
You little fuckers.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put the whole podcast behind a paywall.
Glorp, glorp.
All right. On our last episode of Wayward Shores, the crew of Boat 2 enacted their plan, sprung their trap against the Mariner, the vessel, the Mariner class vessel of Volk Dion Albert, who is chasing you and seemed to have Boat 2 captured. You were sailing the undead ship made of bones from Captain Deadheart. And in a move Pat, the DM, did not see coming, you swung your boat around and rammed into theirs, counting on the magical properties holding it together to keep it from, bursting apart. It did. You all
Ooh.
leapt onto the boat in
I
epic
think that was just
fashion.
a fun side effect. I don't think we planned on
And-
that.
Absolutely nobody fell on their face at all. You ensued an epic battle, which is still going on, culminating in here's where things stand. We'll just kind of level set where things stand right now. Steve caused like 18 enemy soldiers to shit themselves to death simultaneously. Ek is invisible and has made his way over to Boat 2 and has been cutting the restraints of your crew, and they are fighting back now because they were ordered to kill your crew. The ones that Ek has managed to cut are fighting back against the soldiers that were guarding them. There is a giant hole up by the helm of this vessel down in the deck because Tempest Dimension Doored Mason Marks 100 feet in the air above the Volk, and it crashed through, pulling the Volk and one of the Volk's 2 automaton bodyguards down into the hole. You don't know what's going on down there. I've been rolling for that. So where things stand, it is
Ahoy!
well done, Jennifer. Very
Yes.
good. I'm very proud of you.
I'm excited to
Honestly,
see how Mason
I was starting to
survived
think
the
you forgot.
exhaustion or whatever.
No, wait, but he doesn't, right? From losing haste?
Is Mason
talked
Not
about-
Marks-
lowercase t
Oh.
exhaustion.
It's
No,
lowercase t.
yeah.
He just missed his turn, but he's also raging, so he probably took at most
Yeah.
6 damage.
But he loses his rage, which is interesting.
No, because he's being attacked, so his rage should
Yeah, he's
stay.
taking damage, so
I
his
know
rage
that.
stays.
Mhm.
All right.
I think it's
it
either you
is-
attack or you take damage.
Gotcha.
So where we stand right now, just kind of describing this. So we've got this huge sort of merchant barge that's also like armed for battle. This Mariner class vessel called the Grand Adventure. At the prow, the front of it, you have your ship made of bone that you stole from Captain Deadheart, which has rammed into the front of it. So they're like kissing right now. But you have Tempest and
It's
Swanky
biting
Dave
its
are
face
still
like the boys
up there
love
at the
books I'm
prow.
looking at.
Mm-hmm. Steve, you're up near the prow by the front. You have one random soldier, one of these Myrmidons, up there near you all. Kind of midship is Nimue and one of the Sentinels, the guardians that Volks have. These armor-plated automaton guardians that Volks walk around with them. Back up on the helm, like I said, there's a big hole where Mason, the Volk himself, his other Sentinel are down. There's a few Myrmidons and an Auric priest by the hole, and then a random older Auric priest just sitting in a chair in the corner who hasn't done anything, has not taken any action.
You got motherfucking gooning, brother.
And then over on Boat 2 again, Ek and your crew are surrounded by soldiers and fighting for their lives. It is now officially your all's turn.
It's our turn.
Oh,
I can have
golly.
your allies go. You can all go.
Hold on. I'm loading the map. But I do have a question about the Gooner. Like, several people can see him, and he's just gooning. Like, he's not doing shit.
He
Does
seems
he look like
everybody
he's like
wants to be in the
concentrating
fight.
on something? Is he doing
He
wizard
does look.
in a
He looks.
chair
He looks
shit.
very. He looks like he is very intently. You see him rubbing some. It looks like it might be like some kind of arcane focus spell cast.
Okay.
It's like a mini. It almost looks like a mini replica of a gold bar, but he's holding.
I'm
it
just
in
gonna
his hand.
sit in the corner rubbing my arcane focus.
Listen, I understand. There are very few ways in which I can describe this person that don't make it sound like he's jerking off watching you all fight. So I'm trying to choose my words carefully. I'm
Is
failing
it
at that.
albaline or is it like coconut oil?
Just say he's jacking off, man.
Yeah, just say he's
No,
doing it. Just lean
What
into
I'll
it.
say is he is watching. You see his eyes are constantly darting about to the different pockets of the fight, from the front, the prow of the ship, to boat 2, to the hole where the Vulk has fallen through. He just seems to be very. It's almost like he's waiting for something. He's just very intently watching everything, and
He's recording something. If I had to spell magic, I would just walk over and dispel magic on him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just like looking at lists of spells that could even reach him, and I'm like, should I just throw it over there just to see what happens? I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, I don't have dispel magic, sadly, but that's what I would probably do on my turn. But
Brett and Jennifer,
ahead.
how's your HP?
Half.
A little over half.
Okay, well, I'll bonus action healing word you, Steven, and you get. I took all my D4s that are on the ground and trying to hurt me. Where'd I put them? You get 17 HP.
Ooh, that's like most of it back. My half is not a lot.
And then I will go forward and I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the robot. And I'm like, you ain't got no soul, you bitch, toaster bitch. And they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
How wise is that
Toaster.
robot?
That's the sentinel closest to you.
I think
The
so.
one I mean, you can't see the other one. He's it's down
Mhm.
and all. Yeah, got it. Wisdom save.
Yep. I rolled a 1 on my dice.
They're
I don't
so
like that, so I
wise.
just re-rolled it.
It's a failure.
He takes 6 damage unless you want me to let me roll. I just didn't like that one, so I re-rolled. 6
kill him?
damage, and disadvantage on its next
Does it die?
attack.
Does he
Does it
shit talk
die?
it to death?
Ain't got no soul, bitch.
And that's the first damage it's been dealt.
Oh,
Fuck. I gotta tell you, killing with Vicious Mockery, I think, is like top 2.
Oh,
it's not
it's
number
fun. Yeah.
2.
And then I
Is
guess I'll
this
use
guy
my
okay?
movement to go up to about here.
Josh, the person you're selecting is the one random Myrmidon soldier who just happens to still be alive that's up near the front of the ship, who is, I believe, shooting arrows through a crossbow at Tempest and Swinky Dave.
Can I like go on the side of the ship on this net to like get cover?
So what that is, that's not a net. What that is actually, I'm sorry, I should describe that. That is actually a cube-shaped cage,
Like a shark
just kind
cage?
of like attached to the side of the ship over the water. But it's 6 walls. It's a cage.
Interesting.
Well, that's
Well,
fucking crazy.
I want to go off the side a little bit so that this
That's
guy
fine.
stops.
It will.
fucking
It's funny. The
shooting me.
top of the cage is at deck level, so like it's below. Like
Yeah. Okay. Then
like, if
I'll
you
climb
walk
on the
out
side of
on-
the cage. Then that's like easy
Okay.
enough. Even Tempest could do it in the battle without breaking.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
holding onto a ladder.
Uh,
Yeah.
No stamina loss in Zelda.
What are you doing that for?
To get cover. Like, I'm talking
Okay.
total cover.
Are you're hanging? And it's there's easy to grab onto. I am gonna have you not right now, but depending at the top of rounds, maybe make some kind of athletics check with an easy DC because you are hanging over a drop.
You don't want to. I have like a negative.
And these ships aren't. They just had a collision and they're kind of listing.
That is
and
true. There's an argument
mean,
to make. We should be doing dex checks every now and again, regardless. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you a secret. What's the worst that'll
it's
happen
not
to you,
that-
Tim?
yeah.
You'll just be in the
I'll
water.
get in the water. I don't
True.
give a fuck.
Of all of
And
of all of you to
Tempest
get
loves
tossed
that.
into the ocean.
There's an argument
yeah.
that I should just go underwater and chill so I don't lose concentration on
just
X.
keep floating around.
that you just kind of hang on to the
Yeah.
just
Just
be underwater holding on to the
Deuces.
hull of the ship. Just yeah.
You guys
Like,
got it right.
Let me
Okay,
know, like drop like a rock down or something and let me know so I
Yeah.
know when the fight's over. I'll come up.
Those are all my
Uh,
actions, my friends.
Okay.
cool. My friend.
My friend.
All right.
Patrick,
Yeah.
Is this the one I need? I'm gonna move here. I think, if I remember correctly, there are 2 people who haven't been cut loose yet.
Yeah. It was
I think Irma's one.
Irma And it was either Tofa or DOS. You would have cut Tofa. It's probably DOS.
Yeah. Either way, it's one of them two. Like, there's two people left, I believe.
You're gonna be able to do it in your turn. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action, use my massive ancient dragon roar. If I make my 10-foot thing, I think that hits everybody. Yeah, that hits all of the bad guys.
Okay.
So all of the bad guys grant advantage to all of the rest of the people here.
Hell yeah.
Okay, great.
I
think. Oh, I thought Buck was on one, but no. Okay.
So I do that. So I move in the middle. A massive ancient dragon roar erupts. The crew would recognize it, but the rest of the people would be like, "Why the fuck is what's happening?" They probably look to the sky to be like, "Where's the dragon coming from?" And then I will use whatever movement. I'll just end up back here, but I'll use whatever movement to cut the last two free.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Great. Steve Nimue.
Steve is hiding behind the blocks still.
Oh yeah, you do have your little blocks.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
you made
I'm gonna cast. I had it ready and I didn't forget what I was gonna do. I am gonna cast. I'll use my last of my points to do two slaps on this guy. We'll do. Hello, kick rocks. At what if we were cast it up? Should I cast it up? Let's do it. I don't like this robot. I'm gonna cast kick rocks up 2 levels.
The one that's
at the robot.
in front of me.
The one that is, I gotta switch back and forth. Yeah. Where'd you go?
Yeah, I mean the other one is it's down in a hole. Like you can't.
Yeah,
see
no,
it.
not the hole. Yeah, the guy that. Yeah, the one that we're fighting together as allies. So yes, kick rocks. Let's go. He's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the lowest possible dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just roll one of them twice. Ooh, pretty good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a high kick rocks. All right. 15 kick rocks damage.
Got him.
And then we're gonna do I'm gonna jump up a flaming fist and be like, get off the ship, robot. Bow. Flaming fist. And that one's just an attack roll. But I'm gonna do all my magic things with it.
You guys remember that time when Steve knocked that bitch through a window, but there wasn't a window, so the magic made a window?
That
Do
was
you
so
remember that?
cool.
Again, I love that so much.
I haven't
That's
stopped
just in
thinking
my
about
kit
that.
now. I got that. That's gonna happen a lot.
Sorry.
The universe is like, no, you have to go through a window.
20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
Hits.
He's gonna take a hit there. Which one's the D10? Why? Like my brain cannot tell a D10 and a D8 apart.
I feel that on an emotional level.
I got a 10 and a 7, so he's gonna take 17. Right? Yeah, 17. Fire, melty robot damage.
Is it still up?
Yes.
Okay.
Does he got some like wires loose?
This session we're in right now is 100%. He had taken zero. It had taken 0 damage before.
Maybe it
right?
has
This
13
Oh.
life. I don't know.
Yeah, he just like walked up and started shooting lasers at us.
Yeah,
just
maybe
walked
he
up
got in a
and
fight earlier due to world
They're not
building. and he
lasers.
didn't have
It's
100%
arcane
health.
heat. Right, heat beams. Okay.
He's
What's
a
wrong with
robot,
laser?
Pat. It's lasers.
It's magic. It's magic. It's not technology. It's magic.
If you don't believe,
Can I
that lasers
dispel
are
him?
magic-
I'm gonna dispel this fucker next turn, bro.
You can try.
No, dispel the gooner.
So I'm avoiding all the poop on the deck.
Oh yeah,
That's a
that's
lot.
right. The area
That's a lot.
that Nimue is in of the deck is there's like 20 bodies and just a giant pond of fecal matter.
A lot of difficult terrain due to the doo-doo.
Oh,
Yeah.
and don't
Yeah.
forget, you can
I-
also hide behind my blocks. There's plenty of room back here.
Here.
I'm going to jump onto the automaton.
Okay.
So I'm leaping and then trying to stab Cinder Strike into it to sort of like act as a like stabilizer for her to be on him. Does
Uh-huh.
that make sense? But I am trying to stab the automaton.
Impale.
Like one of like a mountain climbing
Sure.
spike. What are those called?
Yeah.
Python?
Yeah.
Pitten?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Piton?
Yeah.
Is it like
I'll Google it.
pecan or whatever?
Yeah, it's pecan.
25 to hit.
25 hits. Also, I just made a circle.
Petan.
That area is
What?
difficult terrain due to the doo-doo.
Piton. That's not how I would have said it.
How much damage?
Um,
Ha ha ha! Wait, are you invisible?
No.
No, I
Oh.
am.
thought two of you were for some
22
reason.
damage.
I feel like
take
Steve
that,
is invisible.
damage.
You metal monstrosity!
And it has disadvantage on its next attack.
I am invisible.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
right. Steve's
that's-
invisible,
Steve is
but its
invisible.
vision could still see Steve. Yeah, that's right.
I have another attack. I forgot.
Ha 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 ha! We shall destroy this abomination.
19 to hit.
Does not hit.
19 doesn't hit.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Then I'll just stay put.
Dang, and I'm out of
Wait,
points. I could have
no.
bonused you. Dang it.
Are you on him? Like up on him?
I'm
or are you
on
just
him. Yeah.
Kind of like on his like chest, like, or
On his shoulders, sort of, with Cinder Strike
got it,
in a like
Yeah.
weird little squat.
got
Like
it.
frog ratatouille.
Yeah.
All right. Dave is gonna rush. Move at the speed you didn't know he had. Rush this guy and strike 2 times with his like red spectral cutlass. One's a hit. And well, that's a bad roll, but Dave has such a high to hit. Dave in 2 quick slashes strikes down this Myrmidon.
Nice.
Thanks, bud.
Mason, you all don't know what's happening, but you hear sounds of battle echoing up. Okay, he does that. He does that. All right, over on boat 2. We're just gonna go around clockwise. Buck is gonna attack.
Remember, all of them have advantage on all of the enemies.
Good, thank you. Good, because that was a 2.
And it doesn't go away until my turn again. So they
Okay.
every single
Irma-
attack will have advantage.
Okay. All right. So up top, here's what happens with kind of the up top group. Buck hits the one she's fighting and deals it some damage. Sally, even with advantage, misses. I rolled like shit.
Damn.
Irma you see Irma rolls towards Sally, having her bonds cut. You see her slip a small knife out of her boot. Irma again is the oldest member of she's a human who looks maybe approaching 60, but she rolls over and slips a knife out of her boot and stabs this one in the thigh, and apparently she severs the femoral artery because he bleeds out.
What the hell?
Yay.
Musket's prone, but he's gonna stand up and he's gonna attack the one in front of him.
He also has a knife.
He does.
Also, he has musket, but
Is that one?
that's something I heard.
Not with him. Those are yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where their shit is because my first thought was to go downstairs and get them all their shit, but then I was like,
Mhm.
it's probably not on the boat. Like,
Okay, yes, guy. That. God,
Are you okay?
no, just you're rolling terrible. For
Really
your
wanted to
you're rolling
kill
terrible
you.
with advantage?
Still doing damage. Just dropped like 2 of them, and then injured all the ones that weren't injured. Anyone else. Tofa will make some unarmed. I got Tofa can make some unarmed strikes.
Cameron don't got like 12 attacks by now.
Okay, and then this one dies. Okay. It is Batty's turn.
Yay.
Come at me, bro. But not
all right,
not me though.
We're gonna start down in the hole, and Mason needs to make.
This is the turn he skipped. Or that one was.
What's that?
I was keeping tracks. That last turn he skipped, so then he should be active following
You
this
should be
round.
active. All right.
So when it's our turn again, he'll be able to do shit.
Don't.
Mason saved against something very bad, like
Okay.
needed beat save, like hit the DC.
What was it?
I can just tell you because I don't think it's gonna get off another one.
Finger of
It's a spell that would teleport him inside that cage you're hanging on there, Tempest.
Oh, fun! I just let him out.
Power word squirt.
Okay. You all see around the hole the priestess and the three. She shoots sacred flame down into the hole,
Golly.
and the other Myrmidons all shoot crossbows. Mason is taking damage,
Like 8 damage.
but yeah, it's all being halved and everything. Yeah. Can everyone roll
Even me? What? No.
perception?
Oh, okay. 17 for Tempest Tallahassee.
Hold on, I gotta get to the
Also
top.
17.
Perception.
22 for Ek.
Come on, I have too many dice. All right.
With 22 Ek, and because of where you're located, as you're scrambling and dotting around, something catches your eye, and you see the old priest in the chair. Just even it's kind of like you kind of do like a double take because you're whipping around, but you just kind of see up onto the deck because you have to kind of look up. But you can kind of see what the only reason this would catch your eye is because of the light, where it looks like his eyes are brightly glowing right now, and he's mumbling something to himself. Nimue, the one,
he's about to
the
arrive.
sentinel you are on, is that is a 21 to hit you.
Hits.
All right, you take.
Was
you
that with
take-
disadvantage, Patrick?
Yes,
That was with disadvantage?
yes.
Yes.
You take.
What silvery barbs.
The silver barbs again. Okay. That's a 16.
Okay.
And you get advantage, Nimue, on your next
It gets to
attack.
do it
Nice.
again. With disadvantage, that's a wet 20.
Whoa.
Hits.
Okay.
That's like it's the robot's got plus 15.
No,
was
it doesn't
playing
have
once.
plus 15.
Fucking
It does not
probably.
The
have.
robot is level 30.
It's like, you guys took this fight. I
You
don't-
take 14 bludgeoning damage.
Whoa.
Oofa doofa.
Okay.
And it's gonna try to grab you. So you gotta
I'm
make.
poison.
It's metal.
This is why. Listen, Nimue,
I'm
take
slippery.
that spell that lets you just walk through their body when they grab you.
You need to roll its opposed strength check.
A strength. Okay.
Oh, you got this.
Are you stronger than a robot?
19.
You beat it because I rolled like absolute dog shit that time.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
that time.
I'm saying it has a +8 to the strength. I rolled a 6 on the die. Oh no. Oh, I thought everything froze.
Hello.
I swear to God, none of you moved for a solid
Oh,
second.
just
there.
for a second enough to make you scared.
Yeah. Okay. And the very last thing that's going to happen is those of you might see Tempest, you see this. Steve, you can probably see this. Nimue, you're probably a little preoccupied. You see a flash of light, and Volk Dion Aubert appears on the just appears in a flash of white light here on the deck.
Oh my golly.
He's like on his knees though. He looks like shit. Like his robes are all torn. He's bleeding from a half a dozen wounds. And he looks kind of wild-eyed and frantic. And you see him he doesn't have an action to go do it, but you see him, what he sees the priest with glowing eyes murmuring, and it's even though you're kind of far away, he screams loud enough for you to hear this, like, "Don't you dare!" And he stands up and draws a knife, and he's facing the priest.
What the hell?
Dude, someone's about to get nutted on. Oh my god.
I didn't say you could come.
Yes. Oh my god, is that what this is?
Oh, the last
The
two
cup chair
guards
is back there.
on
I'm gonna
This
put
is
you in the
Morley.
cage. The no cub cage.
the last two
Oh my
guards on boat 2.
Did they like it when the dragon roar happened, or did they like pee a little?
They peed a little.
I imagine even Pat would pee a little if like
Mhm.
an invisible tiny dragon next to him loosed and massive.
Do they have
dragon roar.
disadvantage from that? They have disadvantage?
No,
or
they
no,
just
it's
give
people
us
advantage.
advantage.
Okay. You really hope this is a bad roll for Morley's. Old Morley Breams. It's
you gonna kill him?
not.
Pat, can I ask you a out of game question here?
Yeah.
When we were having that meeting the other day with those guys that maybe wanted to sponsor the show, and I was like, this show's pretty inappropriate. And they're like, well, do you think that they thought we would be making just cum cage jokes? And
Sure.
do you think they'd be cool with that?
You
Yeah,
should have
why
read
not?
back. Like, let me before you like, let me read back a transcript here of like.
It's Pride Month and it's progressive.
Yeah, we're like progressive with the way that we talk about cum
Yeah.
cages and stuff.
We're pro
And
cup
then
chair. Pro
and then Tim
cum
said,
cage.
"You can't come until I say so." Are we still on board? Are we still good? No. Okay.
Yeah, and then they call their audience dirty piggy little fucks.
Mhm.
You dirty nasty piggies.
There's nothing wrong with that,
There isn't. The chat loved it.
Your Honor. What you don't understand is the chat liked it.
Oh my god. Zoom just popped up. It looks like you just switched to a different language.
That's so funny.
Well, there's
thing-
one time for Greetings Adventurers where we're fighting Bahamut, and it would change it to like Allah or something like that.
Oh,
Or, no, not Muhammad.
I think I
It would change to
remember that.
Muhammad.
Oh, okay, yeah. yeah.
And
Yes.
it's like, so we're gonna go kill Bahamut, right? Yeah,
I
let's go
kept saying
fuck up those
kill.
worship. Yeah, there's like some priests of Bahamut. Let's go fucking kill him. And I
And
was
it
like,
kept saying-
uh-oh.
There was, dude.
We
There was
almost,
a
like
time
stopped and we're like, we don't normally talk about this, but
there was a thing that happened when they would say Nika, and it kept trying to censor her name. That one made me scream laughing at the top of my lungs.
that's yeah.
Like I
don't like that
had so
one.
much fun because it wasn't even close. I'm like, how does it think you're saying that?
I'll tell you right now. So it's going to be back to your all turn. Morley has 3 HP.
That's
Who's
fine.
Morley?
More
He's
than
one of your
green.
pit crew. He hasn't had a chance to really shine. That's on me. I've been keeping you all really busy. But
Which secret did he have?
Don't make that face. You showed us. You know which one
Why
he
don't I
is.
see it?
yeah, well,
You
I'm
want
not
us to
gonna
see it.
not if I get a second chance and you've forgotten it, I'm not gonna
No, that's not why we're asking. We want you to remind the audience.
ask him if he survives this. Ask him, hey, what's your secret?
What's your secret that God leaked to us?
All right, it's back to you all.
All right. I'm
Um,
concerned about this thing that Pat has set up with the shouting at the cut chair
Low
guy.
key, I am
Yeah.
also Patrick. I want you to give me I'm an experienced adventurer. I went to ranger school.
Yeah.
Can I just leave the crew to these two? Like the two that are left? I don't feel like, I mean, Morley
At this point, yeah,
isn't looking great, but
yeah, you know enough about your crew and the capability, especially with and there's among them between Cameron, Buck, Sally, Musket, like, yeah, they're gonna be, and they're all
They'd
gonna
probably
get
be all right.
swings. They're all gonna get swings on these guys. They're probably fine.
Okay.
If you tell
Sick.
them, do they even know you're there still, or do they just think
Well, they
something
heard that
magically?
dragon roar. They heard the
Maybe
dragon
anything.
roar.
I guess
so.
that, yeah, they would recognize that roar probably.
Yeah, they're probably like, oh, that's how these all got cut. Oh,
You're just like, I knew it was Captain Neck.
that big ass dragon fucking appeared and scared the shit out of everybody.
That's
I imagine
totally what
that
they say.
one of them would probably piss themselves. Statistically, one of our crew would have pissed themselves when I roared too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're big.
Roll
pistons.
a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll a d8.
It's probably. I think it would probably be DOS. Where are you? Here you are. 3 on the D8.
Irma pees herself.
Yeah, she's always doing that.
She lets it piss.
Irma hears that.
I- Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna do my thing on the dance floor. I'm gonna okay, here's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, and then if somebody wants to do something before I do it,
yeah.
say something. I am going to Zephyr strike, run up to the priest, and start beating the dog shit out this man.
The cuck
Does
chair
anybody
priest?
want to do
Or-
yeah, does anybody want
Oh, because you're
Anything.
hasted. I'm like, do you have enough movement? I was
no,
like,
no, I'm not
yeah.
hasted. Zephyr strike will increase my movement speed by 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna shimmy over.
Well, no, okay, you're not. It's not a clean. Because you got to climb up. That's difficult. That's definitely difficult terrain. You're going upwards. You're going up.
Upwards
You're
where?
Those ropes.
Their
I can't just
boat
run
is
across the
taller than
rope?
our boat.
They're both taller than your boat. That's definitely going to be, and that's might be a little short.
Oh, bitch. Technically I can still attack him.
Okay.
Technically I'll be able to because Zephyr strike gives me a built-in attack when I use it. God, I really don't want to double move though. That'd be such a little bitch.
It's on the map straight line. It's 70 feet, but you got to add 10 feet. It's 80 feet because of the upward.
That's so
It's 80
true.
feet.
Yeah.
Can I cast a spell magic on their general area? I'm gonna shimmy over
do that.
down that area, and I'm gonna cast.
How much
that.
range is that? You have the range. That's awesome.
It's 120, so I just need to move like a couple feet.
You got to get right to the edge of the.
To the cock cage, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get.
No, the
I mean the
difficult.
Oh,
Well, I
the
guess you don't
poop
have to
floor.
be. Yeah. How long is the spell magic? Is there a radius on that?
No, I just have to choose a guy.
I'm gonna have to get a little closer.
I'm here.
You're like, you see Tempest, kind of running along the railing, kind of Jack Sparrowing for the.
See,
pound.
on some instances, I'd be like, wow, this would probably take a lot of strength. Tempest also weighs as much as Ek does, probably. So, like,
Yeah.
does he need that much strength?
No, I feel like Tempest though, as far as like running along a ship railing, that's just kind of second nature. That's like crawling as a baby. Where Tempest
It's
grew up,
easier.
just very
Yeah,
big.
like you don't need to be strong to do that, and
Nah.
right.
And Tempest weighs
Imagine
nothing.
Tempest has
so,
very
like,
good balance on a vessel.
yeah,
so-
like if I fell and had to like grab onto something, no, my finger's gonna rip out of the socket. But
also,
if
if
I'm
you
like
fell, you just
scrambling
go-
like a little spider, that's different.
yeah, 100%. Also, if you fell, you just go in the water to be like, well,
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
go to reach,
Splash.
realize it would rip my arms out of my sockets, and then just with arms wide open, spell magic.
yeah. What happens? Does he
on
cry?
which one? is
The
it?
cuck chair.
The gooner.
I don't trust him. He's doing weird shit.
Okay. We're gonna have to roll opposed arcana.
All right, I'm bad at that, and I rolled bad.
Well, opposed, like, I hate that though because of your class. Like, it's not opposed, whatever performance, I guess, for you. Because I want you to, you know what I mean.
Do you
like,
want to just roll Arcana with Charisma instead?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can roll yours with a charisma. Like, you should be able to
Well, I
roll it
mean-
with your spellcasting modifier. Like,
Choose one creature, object,
Ability.
or effect. Any spell third level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of fourth level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. So,
Oh, there you go.
as it says,
this is a 5th level spell.
So I rolled bad. So I got a 9, I think. I rolled a 4 plus 5, so 9.
Does it work?
Is
Yeah.
it good? You said it was.
Well, what does it say? Do I have to wait? Does it? There's
It's
language
not
for that in the
opposed,
spell,
it's
and you have to
Just
hit
says
what though?
roll.
Does it say
10 plus the spell's level.
10? So that the DC would have been a 15.
Mm-hmm. And I rolled a 4.
So I apologize. I feel very bad about this, but a 9 does not hit.
Is- Can we switch to like a different system?
Patrick,
Can we get a different DM? I'm like,
Can we get?
I would not have missed if one of you were.
It's true, Patrick. I have changed my mind about running up to the man. I just want to get onto this boat.
Okay.
I have 40 feet of movement. Am I able to use the 40 feet of movement on its own to get onto the bigger boat?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
You can be easily
my
right
gun.
in that first, right on like the first square of the deck up there. Yeah.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to use my bow to shoot the man because I forgot that I can also shoot the man with the bow.
Which one?
The gooner.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot the gooner. I assume because he's doing some type of a channeling or concentration thing. If I shoot him a bunch of times, maybe he'll give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll find out.
I am going to. Ooh, do I want to Hunter's Mark or do I? Hold on, Patrick. I need to double check one last thing.
Okay.
Sick. I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark the Gooner. What are his resistances, vulnerabilities, and immunities?
All right. None. Like no resistances or immunities or vulnerabilities.
Okay, so he's just regular. I'm going to precise strike this bitch,
Okay.
which gives me advantage. And I'll do bonus damage on hit. If I do, that is a fucking 19 to hit.
Yep.
Yay.
Okay, so that is a D6,
Does he go,
D6,
ooh?
and a D8. Yeah, does he go, ooh?
Daddy light.
17 plus 7 damage.
Ouch. All
Does it-
right. So he's gonna have to make a concentration save.
Yeah, whatever half of 17 is. Well, no, because it's 10, half
10
or 10,
or yeah.
whichever's
so
higher, yeah.
Roll the 10 on the die exactly.
H. Okay. I need to make sure I click my thing because I used it. I am then going to shoot him again for my second attack, which
Okay.
also has advantage because of weapon mastery being Vex. Does a 28 hit?
Yes.
Don't say it like that.
Oop. Wait.
Steve, I'm giving you Bardic Inspiration as well.
Ooh. Okay, I have another D8. And then another D6.
Which die is Bardic Inspiration?
D8.
Yeah.
For now, it goes up at certain levels. It becomes a bigger die.
Patrick, what is 7 plus 8?
15.
15 plus 7 damage.
22.
And then concentrate again, ho. This time he has to roll an 11.
He does.
Fuck! Okay, well, I did my things. Yeah, bonus action movement.
Cool. But you got numbers on the board, and you know that's what it's all about.
I did. It's true.
So are we all trying to, or did we hear the guy shout at the cut chair guy and we're all just like, okay, yeah, that's bad, probably.
Josh,
Is that
I feel really bad, but those 2 concentration checks, like both of them, he hit exactly. Like exactly the thing he needed to hit. A 10 and an 11.
It is what it is. I only have 2 attacks right now. I was like, I think I have a third
I will
one.
say he
no,
looks
that only
like
works if I have my
shit.
shield.
He's got 2 arrows. They look fatal, and blood is streaming out of him, and he's murmuring and chanting, and he's almost looks like he's gonna fall out of the chair.
Is the Volk confused?
Yes, but also the Volk's screaming, and because this is all happening in within seconds of each other, and the Volk is actually bearing down on him with a dagger. from his
Right,
own,
and the
like,
two
priest.
two invisible arrows become visible arrows. This man,
Mhm.
does he kind of like scream? Is he like, what the shit?
I'm gonna shout to Nimue and be like, "Yo, yeah, Nimue, do you need help, or should I kill the cuck chair guy?"
I like to imagine that Nimue is on this automaton the way that people are on those like bulls, like the electric bulls.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I got this one, I think.
All right. Steve gets up, moves 1, 2, well, what, 15 feet. So he's exactly in range to do kick rocks. Again,
What
his
Steve
Steve's
think is you stand on the stairs to kind of come down to the main deck, the little stairs, and you just look over this like field of dead bodies and fetid, drying shit that you caused around in front of you.
I mean,
I don't like it.
Steve probably thinks it's pretty cool. Like he's been practicing that brown note for a while.
Oh yeah.
The smell of victory.
It's just like, hell yeah, you know? But and then he looks over because now there's nothing to distract us. There's a robot and then this chaos happening. There's nobody else on top deck anymore. There's like what, those 3 guys over
No,
there.
it's just
So like this, I would say like it's
like a
totally
priestess.
like 100%. Yeah, this dude sitting in the corner where it's just like, this is the drama over here. So Steve's gonna stand up, and I guess we're on the ship, so he's gonna kick wood, and we're
And
gonna
he's gooning kick wood into the penis.
the penis. Excellent. Yeah, I'm up casting that one too because we're gonna make it work. So we're gonna hit him with Jesus.
Who are you hitting? The Sentinel?
What? No, the Magic Man with his little.
Oh, you can
with his
reach
little-
that far? Damn, that's crazy.
That's why I moved forward.
120 feet, baby.
Yeah, 120
Yeah.
feet's pretty far, Pat.
That's
So,
so far. Okay.
1, 2. So I get to
And there are
hit
things that make
him.
you double that. That's fucked up.
He
40
probably-
yards.
I'm hoping he just dies, but let's see. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an extra one. Where's my extra one?
It's wild. It's been 18 years since I've had worn football pads, but I still think of distance in terms of like how many football fields are part of like that's the easiest way for me to visualize.
That's the most American ass shit you've ever said in your life.
because I spent so much time on
Here
one.
we go.
Okay, like
Here we go.
8, 10,
really easy
11,
to
12,
visualize.
13, 14, 15. So he's gonna take 15 magic missile damage or kick rocks damage, and if he's not dead, he needs to make 5 concentration checks
Jesus
to keep.
Christ.
no. Here's what happens. Okay, so you do that. So here's what happens because this is gonna okay. One rock catches him right in the temple, and like snaps his neck, and he goes limp. And the little
Sick.
mini gold bar is glowing in his hand, and as he dies, he let go and starts to drop.
Uh-oh.
Using a reaction, Volk Albert gasps,
That's a free action.
rubs a. That's the free action, but his reaction is he rubs a ring. He's got a ring on every finger. Rubs a ring. Ek would probably know this. The Volks don't really ever have any innate magical abilities, but because of their wealth, they like to adorn
Things
themselves.
buy items.
They basically buy their power with rings that can have spell storing and things like that.
Same.
He
They buy attunement slots. Not that shit.
he disappears as the little gold bar hits the deck. As it hits the deck, it erupts in an
Oof.
explosion of energy. And how far can he get? He actually, the closest place he can get to, he actually appears on the deck of O2.
That's a bad
guy's-
mistake.
Split second decision. All right, I'm gonna roll random directions, but this whole this section of this ship is just evaporated in like blinding
Whoa.
radiant energy, and then these like it's almost like little fireworks shoot out, and I am gonna roll 4 of them shoot out. Ugh. Oh no.
Oh golly.
I was rolling for directions and on a D4, and I was like, a 4 is basically was a 1 goes off the ship into the water, kind of like bottom left.
Mhm.
A 4 is off the ship, like bottom right. A 2 is onto the Sunhold ship, and a 3 is onto boat 2, like where these little things erupt. And I just rolled 3 3s.
Yeah. Oh no.
So
Our
they
boat.
chase
And
the
a-
Vulcan, kill him.
And it's no, but you have these radiant, these like blinding. It's not even like regular. It's not. It doesn't look anything like fire, but you do get 3 little spots of fire that are rapidly burning through boat 2's hull, and then
Great.
another one right here.
Great.
Okay, that's fine. I can fix this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
No
can
big deal.
I can eat it because of my fire breath.
Oh, okay.
It's still all your. It's not like flames though. It's not fire. It's like pure like radiant energy
Yes,
consuming.
just like my healing breath. I'll eat it.
Ek has gone. Steve, do you have anything left? That was your turn that triggered this cause of events. Do you have anything else on your turn, Steve?
I'm gonna move back behind my brick wall.
Okay.
That was only half my movement.
Nimue, you still need to go. Dave still needs to go.
Yes,
Mason still needs to
I'm
go.
still on automaton.
Okay.
So
You make some attacks.
Yep.
Do it, Nimue. Stab me through the creature's face.
24 to hit.
Yeah. I crave the blood, or whatever the equivalent of blood is that this abomination uses.
You don't even eat anything.
But okay, well, don't rub it in. It looks
That's
fun.
being a
I wish
little
I
rude
could.
over there.
We
You don't even have a mouth.
He doesn't have a mouth.
And yet here I am talking to you, and you can hear me. So, oh well.
20 damage.
Okay.
We really got to put Cinder Strike in therapy like ASAP.
Yeah. What were they like as a person? I
25?
hate them.
25 to hit again for a second
Yeah.
hit. Yeah, hits.
17 damage.
Okay.
Still up.
What's up?
Still up. Looking rough though. Starting to like kind of. You've like broken through its outer casing. Looking rough though.
Okay.
Kind of getting
That's me.
herky jerky with its movements. Any of you need to go, or just your allies? No.
I'm good.
Yeah, that's it.
I think we're all good.
Okay.
Dude, our ship is going to kill them too and then jump the Vulc.
All
I'm
right.
excited.
Oh,
So
yeah, you gotta shout like, "Don't
what's
let
his-
him rob his rings."
Yeah, break his
Dave
fingers
is
off.
going to step here, be like, "Holy fuck, Steven, that is the," and like look down at the
The
shit in death.
the skids.
Like that is
Skid-
so gnarly. I've been a pirate for a long time, but that is holy shit, bud. All right.
That's why I'm
he
bringing
sees
it up the
Nimue
side. It stinks like
fighting
doo-doo.
with this.
Steve laughs
gonna-
like, "Haha, holy shit!"
He shoots 2 bursts of this red, whatever this red energy is that he's summoning to make his weapons. One misses, but one hits the sentinel.
Yay.
Does it fall over?
And it is now officially really fucked up. Like
Okay.
it looks rough.
Yeah,
It
they
looks
added
very
that
rough.
Fifth edition.
Now it's bloody
yeah,
for sure.
instead of it's the really fucked up condition. You see Tempest would definitely see this. Nimue might be a little preoccupied. Tempest, you definitely see this. You see Mason leap up out of the hole,
Yes.
holding 2 halves of the sentinel that went down with him. Like it's
Hell
been
yeah.
ripped in half, and he's holding 2 halves of it.
Is he going
and
to use it
he-
to knock them bitches in the hole?
And he absolutely attacks, swings with the pieces of the sentinel on and
Just
he
claps them together.
insta kills this one with one of them. And he insta kills, and he just smashes and
Nice.
kills 2 guards with pieces of the ripped apart sentinel.
Very
He does
cool.
have some he's got some nicks on him. He's got some scratches and
Mhm.
bruises, and he's bleeding. But he is making handy work of everything there. On boat 2, Tofa is gonna run and start and use her action to remove one of these, to kind of disconnect one of these rope things attaching your boat.
Okay.
Cameron,
Cameron should go beat that bitch up.
yeah, Cameron is going to leap over Doss and just go to town.
Oh, I meant that other bitch, but yeah, that too.
Kill that one that was going to kill Morley. Doss is going to follow suit with Tofa, and he's fumbling. He's fumbling with the connection here, but he's trying to undo this one.
Joss, come on, brother. You can chop onions so fucking fast, boy. Come
Fight
on,
it.
man.
I rolled a 2. They still have advantage.
He's
on these
scared.
attacks. Josh, they still have advantage.
They do not. That was only
Okay.
until I went again.
All right.
But there's so many of them. They should be good.
Yeah. All right. Sally crushes this guy's skull.
Nice.
Ah!
With a clap.
Nice.
Robot clap.
All right. I think Musket is going to.
Shoot the Volk.
He doesn't have his
Or-
guns.
He has a knife. He can jump him. Just start
He's
stabbing.
going. He
Yeah.
is going to attack the Volk with a knife. With his
I'm gonna
knife,
kill
he's
that
gonna
bitch.
rush him. He's like, "You motherfucker! I'm gonna give you what's yours, bitch."
Yeah, shank that
Uh,
motherfucker.
And he would, but Volkdion burns another ring. You see, like these gems get like burned up and like turn blackened and like crumbly, and cast basically shield
I like
to
that.
block that attack.
a
But there's
P-word.
limited uses here. Morally very badly injured is also going to attempt to remove a.
I feel like Morley's crying the whole time.
Dang it.
Morley's like becoming Tempest. Just like crying and
Crying is like good.
yes, it's really good.
I'll
He's
just
like
do it.
crying and like crawling. Like,
There you He successfully does that though, despite being grievously injured. He is able to remove another one. The only person who hasn't gone on your crew is Irma, and she is also going to attempt to remove a rope. She succeeds, so a couple of these have been removed.
Nice. And boat 2's not that fucked up. It's just the 3 shots, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not too.
Each one
bad.
dealt 15 damage to boat 2. It has 300 HP total. For reference, the Marinol Vestinal is double your HP, but you dealt 50 to it when you crashed into it. This just dealt 40, but these fires are going to continue to expand a little bit. So boat 2 has taken 45 damage right now.
That's okay.
It is your enemy's turn. What's left of them?
Yeah, good
There's
luck
really
with this
nowhere
bet.
for them. Yeah, there's really nowhere for them to go.
I didn't see these 2 bitches back here.
Oh yeah. What are they doing?
Around the hole, but there's one priest and one soldier left.
No, in the
No,
back
no,
of
no,
boat
no. These
2.
2 in the back of boat 2. I didn't see them bitches back there.
Oh,
Pat
honestly, I
doesn't
forgot
either.
that wasn't true.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think Pat knew about them either because they have not moved in the whole game.
No.
You just delete them.
They were those guards are going to join
They
the
were
fight.
making out back there.
They were
They were
smoking
kissing.
some deep leaf
Yo.
kissing
and
Yeah.
forgot to report and kind of fell asleep back there, kind of cuddled up
They were-
together.
Yeah, they were
And
kissing.
they have finally now on this turn woken up from their
Because the explosions.
high
They're
from their high,
post-sex
yeah, the
dream.
explosions woke them up from their high nap, and they assess the situation.
Pat gets it.
And
Do they
They're
see
like,
their like 60 dead friends on the next boat covered
no,
in shit?
what they're
Covered in
focused
shit.
on is their Volk, their lord, their
Okay.
merchant lord and commander. This one's gonna rush down and try to attack Musket with his glaive.
Oh, he's got to have
He does
disadvantage.
hit.
He's so groggy. So
Fine.
groggy, he's fumbling with morning wood. Like,
Fine.
nah.
I set the canon of him being,
He said it.
He's
and
trying to
he
hold it
misses
down.
because of that. Okay.
Yeah.
This one's gonna attempt to shoot crossbow with disadvantage. He does hit musket though. Musket
Muskie.
takes
Does Musket
damage.
use
Musket's
profanity?
all right. Motherfucking bitch.
Sometimes I feel like Musket would be the one that says the slurs. Like no one, like everyone else uses profanity and we're fine. When Musket talks, it's all bleeps. Like they're actual bleeps because they're like that. Actually, we can't let anybody hear. But
This one guard in front of Mason, I just rolled a morale check. He throws his glaive down and is like, "Please do not kill me, please, please."
Oh, that means
And
you gotta
Mason's
kill him,
like-
baby.
I mean, Mason doesn't
No.
seem like the prisoner type.
Well, no, Mason looks around here in the middle of the ocean, and this is a human. And Mason's like, I'll let you swim for it, amigo.
Amigo.
That's
And he
fucked up.
lets this guy runs and jumps up and takes his chances and jumps
Woo!
off the ship.
Hey.
This priestess here.
No, what's her morale check? Because she ain't
Yeah.
got no armor.
What is going on?
No, you see her. She's like kind of shocked and then stunned at what just happened. She reaches into like a robe and pulls out a little gold bar similar to what we were calling the Gooner. What? Because I didn't. I was doing.
That's how
then-
you know them. That's not what I call them.
Gooner wizard.
She leaps. She starts chanting. Her eyes start to glow, and then she also kind of leaps down into the hole to try and get away.
Don't do that.
Okay, weird.
We need to loot the ship. Don't let her blow it up. I hate her.
Oh shit! It's not like
For
there's
his
stuff is on
turn,
it.
Valkal Bear rubs a ring, and then what looks like 10 spectral glowing coins start revolving around his head.
Oh, God.
Ugh, fucking grapple that bitch.
Is this that one like missile thing where it makes
Oh,
it go
yeah.
to stars, but instead it's money because
It's reskinned Crown of Stars. Yeah.
yeah, I was like because he's like a bitch, so of course it's
Coin of
money.
stars. Let's go.
And he is going to. All right, he can do 2 of these. He is going to launch both of them. No, he's going to launch one at Musket. It's a critical fail.
Yay.
He launches another one at Musket, hits
This gets
him.
wiry.
It goes through Musket's like shoulder and out the back. And
That's good.
Musket.
Pat's gonna kill Musket.
Musket drops unconscious.
No.
Top. Oh no, sorry. Nimue. Thought you got stuff going on with your buddy. It's gonna try and just punch you. Critical fail.
Does it
Stop
punch
hitting
itself?
yourself.
That's it's a 25.
Yeah, hits.
Yeah, Pat. fuck.
Disadvantage, Patrick?
Do they still have disadvantage?
Because I attacked with Cinderstrike. With my longsword.
That's
Oh.
a weapon mastery, baby.
Yep.
Oh, that stupid 2024 thing. So then that 16 I rolled would go to the distance. So okay.
Wow, Patrick. Wow.
So that is a 19.
That's my AC.
Okay.
It's like this stupid 2024 thing. Pat, did you read the 2024 rules before you were like, yeah,
I
it's fine.
did, but yeah, I forgot. I should do those two. I got to make sure I'm doing those two, or give to like
What?
not
It
I
has
wouldn't
to
do
be-
it to like mass troops like that, but like if you fought like a good pirate fighter with a sword, they'd probably have that
They
bullshit.
made a monster manual for a reason, Pat.
Yeah, Pat.
Not so that DMs can make player characters to fight other player characters.
I like the
Pat.
flexibility. I pull them back. Yeah, it's
That's
fair.
like I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it.
You've lost one fight. That's 12 bludgeoning damage you take.
Boy.
Okay.
How you looking?
That's good.
Well, yeah.
Hell yeah.
These flames. Can I make them bigger? No, I don't want all of them. Why are they? Why is it making me move all of them? I want to make them bigger. I'll just do new ones over them. They get bigger.
Ah!
Boat
This
2
is
is
like
now
radiant
taken.
fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The same type as my fire breath
Yeah.
because it's radiant fire because it heals.
Mm-hmm. Boat 2 has now taken 90 damage.
It's only got like
300.
2 more hit points. Okay.
No, 3. You have 300. It has 300 HP. It's your turn.
I don't want to hustle this. Well, I need to
Should-
handle this part, I
should we run
guess.
away?
I want to go help Nimue. I'm gonna run over. And, well, I guess I'm not gonna run over because I don't want to get lasered again. But I'll just stand up and hurt the robot with my hurt skills. We're gonna go with Flaming Fist. Boom, boom. Get fucked, robot. Nimue, I got you. Oh shit.
Damn.
All right. I rolled a 19 to hit, but I also rolled a 1 on the magic die.
Oh no.
Yo.
Yes.
Let's find out.
Should I do the damage first or
Yeah, go ahead.
okay?
They'll probably just grow mushrooms or something, and that's fine. That's not a big deal.
It's probably going to be like you make a dark water that puts out radiant flames,
Yeah.
but
You know,
it farts out of you.
We've been through so much of this campaign. Oh, 18. Oh. 18
whale
ouchie
one?
points for the robot.
Oh,
Oh, you kill it. Describe how I died.
Yay.
Nice. That I shoot of the flaming fist. It goes through its ankles,
Caliber.
and it just kind of like.
Nameway falls into the poop.
All right.
Yep. No.
Oh, so I gotta roll now. I gotta roll crazy
Yep.
things, right? Okay.
Yep. Now we're on the table for a wild magic surge.
We got 48.
is it the whale noises?
He died. Is one of them he dies?
No, a lightning bolt of 3rd level flashes out from your hand in a randomly chosen direction.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Randomly chosen at a creature or just anywhere? Because there's a lot of direction that's not gonna do nothing.
I think
Yeah,
if there are 8 spaces around you, so if you roll a d8,
I'm gonna have you roll a d8. I am going, and I'm gonna start at one of those and assign a 1, and I'm gonna draw a line basically. And I want you to
1.
roll a d8. You roll a 1. All right. A lightning bolt shoots out from you off. Wait, does it hit? Does it hit? It does not hit the bone ship.
damn.
All right. The effect is
Well,
hella cool though.
How far?
Steve
how
does
far is
like
it?
a punch and then like behind it, like it goes both ways. The fire
Oh,
and
that's
the
sick.
lightning.
What a great roll for that.
The dice tell a story. I think it's like 150 feet, Pat. I think that's how far.
Actually, I think it
goes.
is gonna hit the. But I'll roll the damage.
Does the boat become
Actually, I'll
alive?
have Steve. Steve, I know I need it. It does hit the bone. I need you to roll me 8d6, please.
8d6.
How did she?
Oh, there's
All
a
right.
thunderstorm happening right now where I live. Neat.
Oh, just use
1,
whatever that is
2,
there.
3. That's not a. All right, I only got 3 I can find. So that's 10, 13, 20 total damage.
All right. You just blast off a little chunk of the bone chip. Nothing too material, but
All right. And Steve's like, hell yeah, that was sick.
What the fuck was that?
Wow.
Do you guys see that?
That was crazy. This scared me.
And then Steve's gonna use his movements to get over closer to the boat tube.
Yep. I will say this one radiant flame spreading does go ahead and remove one of the tethers for you.
Oh, that's nice.
While it damages your ship.
Love that.
All right, so
And then I
robots
shout,
destroyed.
Mason, kill the Volk.
Okay. What about that glowy eye lady that jumped down the hole?
Kill the Volk. He's got rings and shit.
Yeah, but she's gonna blow the boat up.
Yeah, we could steal stuff from the boat.
All
She doesn't
right.
blow it up, technically.
All right. Well, do what they say.
Well, what,
I don't say anything because I'm invisible.
well, I would argue do what you say, Mason. I mean, that's how I would argue is the situation.
I mean,
I
like
feel
to
like
kill- I
Mason
like to
would
fight-
auto
like to fight the
succeed on a
bosses.
grapple.
Yeah.
Has the Volk taken any damage yet?
Yes.
Yeah, wasn't he fighting Mason?
I mean, he was trying to get out of the way, but yes, he's taking damage. He looks rough.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna hop back over to this boat. I have 40 feet of movement. Am I good to do that, Patrick?
Yep.
I will whip out my sword, and I will proceed to go ham on that ass. Like
Okay.
I'm gonna put a whipping on that ass like I'm making dessert, Patrick.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna do precise strike to get advantage on my first hit.
Well, you're invisible, so you have advantage regardless.
Oh my god, you're so right. I do not use a precise strike. What I do instead then is I'm going to move my hunter's mark from the dead guy to this guy, the Volk. Does he have any resistances, immunities, or weaknesses?
He is resistant to psychic damage.
Well, I'm fucked. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna start whipping his ass with my sword, Pat. I have advantage because I'm invisible. That is a wet 20 to hit.
Yep.
I think these are all D6s, am I right? Yeah, so D6, D6, D8.
Free flex.
Y'all's got a free flex. That's crazy.
I know, I love that.
Yeah, that's sexy.
8 plus 8 is 16 plus 8 is what, Pat?
24.
24.
All right. So I deal 24 damage on my first attack. How does he look?
Shitty.
He hates it.
hates it.
Attack number 2 coming.
He looks down at
through.
you with like this disdain, disgust.
Looks down at what? I'm invisible, baby.
Oh, that's right.
He probably thinks I'm musket.
Yeah, he looks at Musket.
How are you doing that?
Christ. What is 17 plus 8?
25.
That's what happens.
Definitely hits.
Okay. Oh, 2d6. That is 7 plus 8 damage.
15.
Yes.
You kill him. How does he die?
Yay!
Hell yeah.
What does it look like when I kill him? He is like leaking, like he's standing there and then blood starts pouring out of him. You can't see it. I'm invisible. No one got to see how cool that was.
Nice. Like Kill Bill style, like or just like gloopy.
Gloopy, yeah. He just kind of be like, "Eh," and like dies, but no one sees how cool it is because I stabbed him with a sword with a head on it, like a skull, like a rotting skull on it.
Okay.
I like to think that the
Why?
rotting
'Cause I'm
skull's
invisible.
not invisible, so that's just been floating around the whole time.
Yeah, just a weird skull, like Peter patterning around. Okay, so that's everything I can do. I will. I'm just looking at the fire because I'm gonna eat it.
Do
Okay.
we think that if I cast Create Water on the fire near me, that's going to do anything? Where's our hearts at?
So Patrick keeps saying that it's radiant fire, it's special fire. So there's a part of me that thinks
We
no,
have to piss on it.
but
I was just gonna run over and create water on it too.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
cast
don't-
Create Water on it.
Yeah.
Pat, does that do anything? Pat,
How big is how much water?
It's like
it's
10
like a
gallons or some
lot.
shit.
10 gallons. That's a lot of water. Wow, that's
It's
crazy.
a fuck ton of water.
And like all at once. Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of water.
Yeah, it's just gonna splash down.
Why is it doing all of them, all or nothing? That's so weird.
Just put an X on it if it goes away.
I was gonna say water doesn't dispel it completely, but it shrinks it back to half.
Oh, yeah. I guess it made it like its own. Like all of them are one object. I think it thinks for
That's
some
weird. I
reason.
didn't know it'd do that.
I don't know. I know it's really annoying. For
I
some
can see it
reason,
being like a
thinks-
feature for like, oh, it's the same color. You want to delete drawings fast, but that's strange.
Oh,
don't
that's
like
true.
it.
Like if we were all drawing dicks and stuff, like it would
Mhm.
make it really easy for Patrick to get rid of it.
Mhm.
I don't like it.
And that's my turn for the most part. I run up a little bit, cast
That's
that,
what
and yeah.
It's kind of
There we go.
it's it's been shrunk. It's like it's shrunk back down.
It's probably gonna die.
Okay. Who else? Is that
Then where you
sentinel
go?
still up, or did someone kill the?
No, that's dead.
Nimway's fine.
No,
That's
I killed it.
Yeah,
Steve got
Steve
it.
killed it.
Sorry, Steve
Yeah.
killed it. Yeah.
I cut its fucking ankles off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So Nimue has to go, or is that last
I
turn?
think-
I don't know what's happening anymore.
I don't remember if I went or not.
I don't think
I don't think you
did,
did.
I don't think
Go
you
ahead.
did.
Go ahead,
I
take
think
your
I
turn.
did.
Yeah.
Steve killed the thing.
Yeah, I did it on the top of the turn. I
Yeah.
think. I think it's just the bad guys had a
Um,
pretty quick turn ish.
I'm just going to use my movement and dash to get closer to boat 2.
Okay. Mason's gonna leap down, seeing that the Volk's dead. You hear this like gross snapping sound.
Oh my god. He's gonna eat the fucking gold thing.
All right. It is. What do you want? Do you want to give any direction to your crew, because they can still technically take their turns as far as
Oh yeah,
attempting
put
to
the pot fires.
put out fires out or
Oh, there's,
unleash
like,
the
two- there-
tethers.
Does
Oh,
like
Tofa. Here's what Tofa's gonna do. Tofa is one hand, and her forearm start kind of glowing, and it's like little motes, little like firefly motes of light come off of it. And she's like, well, "That's fucking weird." And I'm gonna roll. We want high on the die here. We want more than a 10. That's an 11. And you see her touch this one, and basically like the radiant fire just extinguishes entirely from this one right here. But now there's a big hole in your ship's deck.
We have
Dang.
we have a whole other boat and mending.
we have mending, it's fine.
Okay.
But there are 2 soldiers over there still, right? Or do they give up?
It's your team's turn though. Your people are gonna move.
Right,
So I
right.
guess
I'm
they can
saying like,
attack
should we have them
Yeah.
kill them?
I
Whatever
mean,
you
yeah,
want. I'll say you
if-
yell out. Cameron's
if
probably
those
best
guys,
knowing that.
if these guys aren't turn and tail, I think that we should.
I mean,
the fighters.
you wouldn't
should
know
beat
until their
asses.
turn. If you want me to tell you, they were going to surrender on their turn. But you wouldn't know that.
Insight.
You can run insight. Yeah, you can roll
Yeah,
insight.
there you go. Do you want me to do it since I'm like standing right in front of him?
Yeah, yeah.
Just lie. He already told us.
Act, you're kind of the
Right.
field commander for the boat 2 section
Even
of
though
the battlefield.
I'm not giving away my position because I'm
Yeah.
invisible, so I think they can't hear me.
Well, they
you
know
said
that
insight.
roar anywhere. They know you're there.
Right. That is a 16 plus 3. I have a 19 insight.
Yeah, they look shit scared and totally like
Okay.
they're gonna just.
I'm gonna say to start. Putting out the fires, but leave one for me because I'm gonna eat it.
Okay.
Hungry.
Yeah.
How are they going to do this? They can't create water.
Oh, well, then they can just, I will say also, or get the boat free.
Just throw your body onto the flame.
Oh my
Smother
God.
it.
Wait, hold on. Before, actually, where is their shit? Is it on our boat or their boat? Because they don't have their weapons and stuff.
We did not look for it yet.
You have
It's
not
right,
Been a
that's what I
very
mean, like-
busy day. We haven't had time.
Yeah, but I mean, they would know, like, if their shit was taken, they either would have stored it on our boat or they would have put it on the other. They would have taken it off the boat, right?
I mean,
They
do
would
you
know that.
Yeah, are you asking them though out loud, or how would you find that information?
How would I wouldn't. I would just be like, go get your stuff.
And I say,
Okay.
who said that?
Yeah, because I don't know where their
Um,
shit is. But if I don't want to free the boat and their stuff's all on the other boat.
Musket would not leave like melee with this guy. He's got this little knife out, even though he's looking like shit. Cameron
sure.
doesn't have anything. I guess Cameron, it's in your boat. Like they put it just under in the hold, like in the
Okay, so it's
captain's boat.
okay, then we're good. I didn't want to like everyone loses all their gear because we left it on this boat.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say Sally and Buck and Cameron all try to throw water on this thing.
But Sally's
Just,
actually
like, getting
we're- we're-
buckets. And but I need to roll a 15 or higher for it to have any effect. I rolled a 3.
Yay.
So this one's not going anywhere. Irma removes another tether.
Wait, I'm still on the boat.
So
It's not gonna leave. They just
Yeah,
This
we gotta
will just
loot
be
all
free.
these boats. If another boat shows up that's bad against us, I think we're gonna go on strike. We gotta take a breath.
there's so much thunder.
Is that thunder?
Did you hear
Oh,
that?
it's so
Steven,
loud.
stop
Yeah.
doing
that.
that.
Yeah.
That was my bussy. Anyway, yeah, that was thunder.
All right.
That was the clap of my ass because I'm so excited about freeing our boat.
They surrender. They throw down their weapons. These two soldiers on your ship.
Mason killed that other bitch, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes. Real quick, these are gonna grow again. These ones that have not been put out. So like this ship's breaking apart. The helm now has just been the helm of the Sunhold Mariner ship is now getting consumed. But I want to see Eck what you can do. This is a little bit bigger. This is a little bit bigger. You are now
No.
110 damage to boat 2.
Stop.
Damn, even with the one gone, holy shit. Well, actually, it was 90 at first. So yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad,
Um,
but still, we gotta freak
yeah,
out. So it
yeah,
doesn't
super not that
do
bad.
anything worse.
Yeah. Okay, is it back to us? There are no
Yep.
more enemies, right?
No more enemies. Those 2 guards have thrown down their weapons and kind of gotten down, hands on head. They're at your mercy.
Okay, well, sick. Pat, since I'm a dragon that has radiant breath that heals, I'm gonna eat this.
You can do
this
that,
fire down
absolutely.
next to me. I'm just gonna go over here and I'm just gonna like, as if it were a fizz on a fountain Coke, just like drink that shit up.
Yep, you can do that. Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. Absolutely. So this one's neutralized. There's a gaping hole. It's above the water line, but you have this like in the side of your boat, like it's top deck and part of the side kind of hole in your ship right there.
I mean, shit, Pat, I got 2 attacks. You want me to run over into the other one?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a full action, but
Try
Tofa can
burp?
do it.
Oh, that's right. Topher can do this too. Yeah. Do I burp?
Sure, you burp. Yeah.
All right. Do my horns go cool colors? So I get any cool magic effects for eating radiant fire?
Your horns are glowing like bright white light.
Right, platinum.
Platinum, yeah. Or almost like diamond sparkling in the sun.
Hell yeah. That wouldn't happen because I'm invisible, unfortunately.
That's true.
It's so
If you were visible, it would be
if
so
I were visible, it'd be
gorgeous.
so fucking cool. They just see the
Yeah.
fire just kind of like into nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, they
I
just
keep-
it gets like sucked. It like swirls around like a going down a drain, but then just like disappearing. Like what?
Y'all
The
think
two
there's a
guards-
ghost.
The two guards that surrender, the two myrmidons, are like, I am so high. Still.
right, we're so
Oh
fucked
my
up.
God.
Like, damn.
Hang on.
Is this
I'll
even real?
cast the water thing again.
On the same
This-
one.
Yeah.
Okay, you're able to fully extinguish it that time with the second casting.
We should
So
steal
there's a
these
gaping
little.
hole here.
We should
The
steal these
big-
boats that they have for our
Tempest, do you want to look down into the hole?
You know I want
What
to look
your-
down that hole, baby.
Yeah, look in it.
There is a decent sized pallet of gold bullion bars. However,
Yo.
they're all stamped with
I don't give a
this
fuck.
looks like this. They're all stamped with what looks like a Sunhold Meridian, which is from the city of Meridian
Good.
icon on it.
I don't give a fuck.
I'll just
Whatever.
I'll just flaming fist them until
Yeah.
they're.
I was about to say, Tempest knows gold is soft, baby.
Yeah. I'll just I'll take a magic marker out and put an X over it, each one. Like, no, there's an X on it.
See?
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, gold is soft. You could just rub that
Yep.
shit
Yeah,
out.
man, easy. We'll go to our
What are you
shrimp
doing about the
friend
big
and see what's
one?
up.
Or are you?
I'm gonna cast a spell magic on the big one.
I like that. It's magic fire.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Roll.
Is it what
see
level
what
spell was
degree-
it? What level spell was it? Because there's rules.
It was a
for
5th level spell.
Okay.
So you got to roll a thing.
So I got to
Ability
roll
Roll d20. Add your spell
On
modifier.
for 4 or higher. Make an
The
ability
DC is
check
15 from the last
using a
time.
higher slot. Okay, so it's +1. So I have a DC 11.
No, DC 15 because it's
15.
10 plus the level of the spell, right?
Yeah.
But
He's
-1
casting it.
because I only have
So it'd be 14, right?
I'm up for
Or
14.
minus-
Sorry, yeah, 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Come
'cause you have
on,
casted it.
Steve.
He's doing the big hands.
I got 15 and a 16.
Let's
All right.
go.
So
There. It's extinguished. There is this giant gaping hole in the back corner of this ship, and it's taking on water down there.
Okay.
Yikes.
So the fight. So basically, you're out of initiative right now. Here's the situation. Okay. Mason kind of climbs up. It's like, oh, that's fucked up. Damn, what's going on? So here's the deal. You have boat 2, which has sustained serious damage, but is still sailable. Not like you couldn't sail it for a week. You could. You probably. If you do nothing to it, it can sail for probably like a couple of days.
We are going to do
yes,
something
sir.
to it.
Okay. Well, you can't mend holes that big. You need materials.
we
do
got
have
we got
materials.
a whole boat
We have a
here.
whole other ship full of
Second
materials
boat.
right here.
Let me introduce you to
This
boat
shit-
3. Maybe boat
Okay.
4.
3.
Here's the deal. That's fine. Here's a lot of factors, and I'll let you sell me on an idea. But here's what you got. Boat 2 is not in any danger of sinking. It's still tethered. Those are not too hard. It's still tethered. It has been damaged. It's got these big gaping holes in it. But luckily, they're all high enough. It didn't get low enough where it's taking on water. Okay.
Yeah.
The Mariner vessel is very much taking on water from the front and the back where the bone ship rammed into it.
Yes.
The bone ship is kind of stuck in it right now. So you have to figure out if you're going to try and hold on to that. You have to figure out how to. So basically, factors are this Mariner vessel is not long for this world. There is a
Right.
cache of gold bars in it. There is the bone ship stuck in the front of it. The back end of this thing is taking on water fast. You have your people. You've got Mason. You've got Dave. Sell me on logistics. What are we doing here?
My logistics are as follows. We have several people who can breathe underwater with zero problem. So even as the ship sinks, we can do one first, let the ship sink, and then do the other.
Yeah. Well, the boat ship's not going to sink. It's just the Mariner, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm not worried about that. I don't think there's anything on the bone ship. They don't even have toilets on there.
I feel like we should just make Mason move all the gold.
Yeah,
like, bro,
get Mason
the
to grab
gold.
the heaviest thing,
Yeah.
bring it to boat 2.
Yeah. And
And
then
those of us
also-
who can breathe underwater jump in and see if there's anything in the lower decks.
yeah. Also, they can free these like lifeboats and shit and like bring those raw wooden materials up,
Yeah.
and then Steve can mend them into the holes. But
That's what we're gonna need.
because we got like Nimue, Tempest. Mason can breathe underwater, right? Isn't he a water guy?
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Buck, and I think isn't there somebody else who can breathe underwater on our thing?
But we're having Mason take the like golden stuff.
I'd say
Yeah.
But wait,
Well,
you
that's
definitely don't have time to harvest the wood. I'd say you can get the gold off.
But
I
why
guess
wouldn't we?
Well,
Because
But
my
there's
thing
so
is the
many of
boats-
us.
Yeah, if the boat's sinking, because all we really need to do is just untie them, because the boats, the other boats will float up because they're just wood. They're not
And-
like an intricate ship.
I know
We
this
just need to
boat's-
break off some of the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we don't need to like. It doesn't need to be like in good condition. It just needs to cover the whole.
Yeah,
you know,
and like how Josh said, we just put the dinghies, just throw those bitches over. And we're like,
crates, barrels.
crates, barrels, crate and barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have like
What-
some of the people bail out some of the water to buy us a couple more seconds.
Yeah,
Probably
like
not
destroy
worth it in
water.
the long run, but
Right.
the
Using
bone
what's on
boat-
screen.
Yeah,
Put the gold from this boat into the life rafts
Yeah.
on the top,
Yeah.
and then lift the rafts so we double, and we all can lift the boats together.
yeah. And if the
Is there time for that,
holes in
Pat?
the back is big enough, we could almost just like start loading it into the life raft, so we don't have to keep on going on the top of the deck.
True.
And I assume the bone boat is keeping the Volk boat up a little bit. Am I right?
Because the other boat's
Right
not
now,
taking on
yeah.
water.
Now, Pat,
yeah, it would be
I
a
was
little
told
slower.
one of these ships has a gun I want. I want to try to find it.
this. Okay.
Oh, and I can
Uh,
cast air bubble too. Can I cast it on multiple people?
What's up?
Or is it just me? I can give myself and
Ooh.
I think it's just me. No, I can give.
Well, if Steve turns into a shark, he's
Yeah,
breathe
Steve can turn into a
underwater,
shark.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
and
can only do
he's
the one.
stronger.
Yeah, I can give either myself or if somebody's better at it, 24 hours of air.
Oh, cool.
So that's an additional person that could be underwater lifting and moving that couldn't before.
Yep.
For 24 hours.
Yep. So, that sounds good to us, Pat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a lot of people who are adapted to water who can
And I bet the bone boat is holding this boat up a little bit, right?
just a little bit.
With his mouth,
A little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah. Dave like tiptoes kind of around the shit kind of join. He does give you. He's like. So I don't know if this changes anything, but I'll just in character as you're perusing it. Dave is like, oh yeah, let's hold that bullion. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. We can take that. That's fine, but see that marking there?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like rub that off or burn that off. That is on there. Two things. It is not impossible to move. We got to find a good fence because but that is a tracking. They will come for that gold bullion. They can track that rune.
Oh fuck.
Oh, if they could track
What
it
level
upside
is the
down.
rune?
I do know people. There
Magic.
are not many. There are a few fences, in the shores that can remove it. They do take about 50% cut
Whoa.
to do it because it is service very few people can do.
That's yeah.
Um,
I guess that's fair. I mean, really.
Yeah.
But I think I know the first place we could put it this way. While we were a group, I got the place. If we want to take it and take our, I mean, it's a lot. It looks like a lot of fucking gold.
Yeah.
So you know me, I love gold. I'm Wicked Dave, famous pirate. I do love gold. Yeah, I love me some gold, guys. So maybe we could take it. We got Big Strong Mason. If he's willing to move it for us.
Yeah.
Um.
Do you think they know that this ship has been destroyed? Because if we just head in a direction, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, the gold's there. We knew that. Hell yeah."
I do think we might have a little bit of time, like maybe a couple days, like
Hell yeah.
couple days, but when it does not show up in port at Meridian where it was headed,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna be like, "What the fuck," right, bud? And then
Yeah.
they'll probably then as soon as it doesn't show up and they're late, they will probably do some incantation to see like, well, where is gold? Because we
Oh,
can
crap.
track gold location, and they're like, why gold is wherever the fuck we are,
Yeah.
and they're like, why is it there? That's not supposed to be there. So we can do this. I know a few places we can try and offload this maybe relatively quickly, or like I know people who know people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, good.
Um,
Sounds like it.
so we can
you have
maybe
the
do that.
solution then.
but we do, yeah. Let's focus on So what are we doing with Deadheart's ship?
That's a great question.
Does
Nothing?
Dave have the bag? Do we say? I keep forgetting. We said it last time.
I mean, we don't need
Yeah, I
it.
think Dave has the bag.
Dave has the bag. Yeah.
Can we
but,
like
do
kill him and start? And he'll just come, or no? Do you want to keep him trapped in bag?
Don't kill him.
No,
Don't
he'll
kill
come
him.
back, and I think Mason wants him. But like, we don't need that boat at all, right? Like, there's nothing on it that we need.
I don't think so.
We
There's
just
probably
give it-
something fucked up in it, but that would take a while to find it. I mean, Dave, do you want it?
It is
New
really
bone
cool.
ship.
New bone chip.
Part of me wants to give. Yeah, it is really cool. I feel
Normally
weird
we
about
would
them
take
out
it,
having
but
to
we're
just
kind of
keep
into
this
boat
fucking
too.
guy. I feel weird about having to like keep this fucking guy and lich in bag.
No, it's weird.
Forever.
Yeah, it'd probably just be to add to your super cool pirate navy.
Wait,
That's
we don't
fucked
want to
up,
keep
but-
the lich. We have so many talking objects. Why don't we keep the
Yeah,
lich's
talking
head?
I'll just
That's
hold
fun.
his head and I'll choose to tell the truth when I'm holding it.
Tell you what, let's do what we gotta do, and we
Yeah.
can sail. Honestly, I know a place. So we are in a place, part of ocean. Really, not much out here. There's basically one place we can go short term that I think will be safe for a little bit. Because you got me with you. If you are not me and you rolled up, they would probably kill you on sight.
Doubt it.
But we could go. Anyone familiar with Cardell Keep? Anyone here like cheese?
love
like cheese.
I like cheese. I'm
Please.
invisible
Hell
though,
yeah.
so
Hell yeah.
Oh, stop,
We
that
should
scared
go
the
to
fuck out of
Cardell
me.
Keep.
And
We
I get
can
rid of invisibility.
go see Charlie, and we can hang out, eat some cheese,
Cheese, please.
drink some mead, and then figure out the next move. Charlie knows everybody in shores. Also, Charlie's place very secure. She don't like fucking Sunhold people, so
I don't like
we should
fucking
go
them
to
either.
Cardell Keep. And then we can
Hell yeah.
figure out the next move for gold bullion and what we do with these two, with bone ship and dead heart and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I feel like even if we don't want to keep the bone ship, if we bring it with us, somebody's gonna want to buy the bone
It
ship.
is
and,
cool.
like,
It is cool.
That is true.
It's sick. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and we
so
just
true.
like tow it and shit like that. And it's fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just like cause more, discourse. Should we steal a cannon?
I love.
Oh,
My
hell
brain's
yeah.
always like we should steal a couple cannons. Is my opinion.
I keep looking at him and I'm like,
are we bad guys now? Or is this like hero stuff? Am I still a hero?
This is hero
this
stuff.
is
They
hero
attacked us.
stuff.
this is hero
Yeah.
stuff. They
You know?
attacked us. It's
Okay.
self-defense.
yeah.
And they're not going to use it.
This feels like
Because I
Robin
keep
Hood
looking at these
taking the
cannons
gold.
and I'm like, we
He's
wanted
like
to get
carrying
more
he's like carrying a
cannons.
pallet that weighs like 1,000 pounds and just like
I turn to one of the stoners and I'm like, "Are we robbing you?"
The stoners are going to join our
it's
crew.
like-
Cameron's about to.
it was,
Absolutely.
it is like compensation for the inconvenience.
They tried to kill
Yeah.
us.
Mason, there you go.
What's
We did
Mason's
blow up my
strength
boat and
score?
killed
Is it
Antonio.
20?
80.
You sons of bitches, why'd you kill Antonio? To the guy's like, I do not know who Antonio is.
Dude, they're so high. You got to give them a minute to come down first, brother. They're them bitches are giraffe pussy right now, Mason. You gotta wait.
Drugs? I don't do drugs. Drugs are for losers.
Well,
Whatever, man.
that's why they're groveling right
Yeah.
now, brother.
I misread the note. It's not that the Volk has the gun; it's that the mayor of Quenchwater hates the Volks. So I'll probably go to the Volk and like cut off.
No, there
Something.
was the
maybe there
mayor
was,
had the
it's like-
true sight trigger,
Yeah,
which is like the one that you can like see through things with, but that
Yeah.
has like a twin of one called Faux Familiar. That this Volk family that wasn't necessarily you can search if you wanted to insert, you can search, but this Volk family, Dion Albert, had one of the pistols.
All
called
right, yeah,
had
I'll
the
definitely
Faux
search.
Familiar.
yeah.
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 Make an investigation roll.
I'd love to.
Yes, Brett.
Okay. And after this.
Okay.
I got a 15. Let's go.
Let's go. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm gonna
really
say
high,
that.
Pat.
Okay, with a 15,
16.
16. Okay.
That's so
Tempest.
high, Pat.
In almost perfect timing, I'm gonna say you walk into the remnants of the Volk's quarters because half of it is gone,
Yeah, this is Seagull.
and you walk around. You don't find anything. You find it's weird stuff, overpriced robes,
Hell yeah, I grab one of those
Um,
for sure.
Bader bomb. Yeah.
erotic drawings,
Ooh, I grabbed those for sure.
A goon. Yeah, those like Tempest wants those.
Of what, Patrick?
And you happen to
Sexy crabs.
sexy crabs. Yeah.
I
You
like. Now
happen
that's
to-
sorry. I get this.
It's almost perfect timing. You like step to the edge that's been like burned away, and you look down, and it's just like right as you're looking down, you see a brown little lock box, maybe 12 inches long and 6 inches wide, sinking.
Oh, his special dildo, and I jump in after it.
dildo.
6 inches wide.
Come on, Girth Master. I know that's right.
Well, I mean, that's the box for it.
You're able. You
so-
dive into the water. You're able to grab the box and come up.
Here, listen, throw it back. Climb up to this drier area. Can I open the box?
It's locked right now.
Okay.
But-
I stick it into my sack that I have that's filled with random robes, dirty artwork, and other things, and go put it somewhere on boat 2, and then go back to the ship and see if I can loot anything else or help with the stuff, because these
Yeah,
are like merchants,
friends.
so there's like probably a ton of shit, right? Or
There's probably a ton of shit. Friends, what if you put the gold in the bag of holding?
Say
Because you have
it.
2 of them. If you put the gold in the bag of holding, even if they try to track it, it's not on this plane anymore.
I will
in
tell you.
own liminal space.
We can fit 18 bars of gold in a bag of holding. It's not so many,
Only 18.
right? 500 pounds,
How much is a bar of gold?
There is a limit.
27 pounds.
A bar of gold is there's no way it's 27
gold is
pounds.
bars of gold are really heavy. I've heard.
Yes, they're very heavy.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. We got 2 bags of holding then. We could put how many pounds of gold is it? Did Pat say? Is 1,000?
I knew like dollar value, so I got to work backwards from that in my head. Like,
Shit.
it's gonna be more than that
Shit.
bars. Then you're gonna be able to fit in the bag. We'll just say that.
Well, that's ghetto.
We should definitely take one of these bars and throw it down. Am I right?
Can do that.
Yes.
Tempest, are you gonna be able to do that? I feel like you need to
I
make
gotta.
like some kind of like
my-
saving throw.
My fingernails
to-
ripped off. Can someone else do it?
well, no, not physically. To willingly throw away
Oh,
a gold
yeah,
bar,
that-
I
it's
feel like you're gonna have to
double.
make some kind of wisdom save.
Quadruple.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's
Tempest
like
is
Tempest.
crying.
you said you're gonna
DC
throw it out,
25.
it's in your backpack
Like-
glowing. Like, oh yeah. I was gonna do that.
Oh, that's so funny how that
That's
happened.
crazy.
Yeah.
You still didn't throw it. Wow.
Oh
No, I did. I totally
All
did.
done. We can go. Like it is
Oh yeah,
in
I
your
really
hand.
need to do that, don't I?
Yeah, you're just holding it like you're on the phone. Like, hold on, I'm on the phone. What was it?
All right, so what are we doing next?
No, I threw it. I threw it down there.
Oh yeah.
So I have a question, Pat,
Yeah.
about loot, about a thing that I feel like you're gonna instantly regret having mentioned. You said that the Valk had a magic ring on every finger.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
but
we're
most of
taking
them
those.
He rubbed one, we know.
He rubbed
Yeah.
2. One to teleport
Are
and one to shield.
okay. Are there others with? I'm assuming they're like rings of spell storing or some shit.
Yeah.
But is there? Do any of them
Here's what you
have
get.
like a
Here's
magic
what you didn't
vibe?
get. Yeah, you get 2 rings.
Yes.
One has a use of counterspell. One has a use of bless.
Okay. Are they? So they're like one time use, or is it spell
Yeah.
storing ring? Okay.
One time use.
Okay. Wait.
But if you
okay.
want to mark that down, I'll also add it. Yeah,
I need you to use those words again because I didn't have my notes up.
I'll
There's
add it to
bless
the Milano.
and- okay.
Too also, but
I
yeah,
never
bless and
clicked that.
counterspell. You should. It's awesome. We'll figure out logistics of so do you have that box? We'll say you got the gold, we can figure out that. I want to flip over to real quick before we end here.
Flip over.
Are you gonna keep both ships for right now?
Yeah.
The bone ship and boat 2, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd love to take the gold. We'd love to take the boats for repair.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love if there's
I would love
time
to take a cannon or 2.
a cannon or two,
I feel like
like one for each direction.
we have enough bodies that can do it underwater. Especially if we did prep work while it's sinking.
Mhm.
Just slide under there, grab them, and pull them up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we could do it
It'd be easy, Pat.
because the biggest thing is being able to breathe
Mm-hmm.
while you're doing the
Yeah.
labor, and we can
That's
do
fine.
it.
You can, yeah. Okay.
The only thing I'm a little iffy about is the gold, but it sounds like we have a solution for that. So I'm
Yeah.
you
That's
take some of
fine.
these
I'm not going to
ladders,
argue
too.
with that in logistics. We can, yeah.
Okay, you said we're flipping to what?
Oh, I was just going to do a little intro on your destination that you're heading toward.
Oh.
If you're following Spooky Dave's suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
only
because
one
we want
thing
the
I
money.
hear.
We have to pay the crew. Damn it, we need the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. So you're in the stretch of ocean that is almost, you're in the shores is littered with tons and tons of islands. You happen to be in this stretch of ocean between, it's like north of Smolder Cove and Sunhold, west of Anchor Landing, south of like Broken Sky. It's where like this big pass where there's pretty much nothing, no physical land. There's the entrance to the Wayama City, Salmar further north, but this huge stretch where there is almost no island, no land, except one of the few exceptions is Curdle Keep. Curdle Keep is
I don't like that name.
an island that is a volcano, a sunken dormant volcano where 99% of the volcano is underwater,
Caldera.
and it's only that's right, Tim. Good word use, Tim. I'm proud of you.
love a
Add
caldera.
inspiration for knowing the word caldera.
Yeah.
It was in the show Solo Leveling last night. So yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
See, anime can
an
teach you
island,
things.
it's mostly submerged. The caldera is a shallow basin of extremely vibrant grassland because volcanic soil.
Yeah.
So it's been dormant. So it's like a grassland. The edges of the volcano form natural walls around the grasses. There's an opening because from the last time it erupted a couple thousand years ago, it kind of it doesn't perfectly go straight up. It can blow out kind of the side a little bit. There's an opening that spills into a lagoon, a naturally forming lagoon in the southeastern quadrant. The island is heavily fortified though with defenses. The keep itself is built into the gap in the volcanic wall, sealing that off. Outside the keep, there's a dock, a warehouse, a tavern, and a small arena for blood sport.
Yo.
Watchtowers. And the reason for this is Curdle Keep is home of Charlie the Cheesemonger, an ember shell woman, tough as nails. She has the
Mongrous.
largest flock of herds of cows and goats in the shores.
Hell
They enjoy
yeah.
the grasslands.
I'm gonna marry
Come on,
her.
Cal.
She is the
goats.
largest exporter of butter and cheese in the Wayward in the shores.
Okay.
Cheese.
What?
Their name's Chuck E. Cheese. They're Charlie the Cheese.
Charlie the Cheesemonger.
Cheese.
She has her
Yeah,
name.
Chucky the Cheesemonger, yeah.
Charlie.
What are you talking about?
Chucky the
But
Cheese.
she's built a little mini empire exporting dairy because it's very rare in the shores, right? There's not a lot
And
of
Dave
time,
is telling us
places
that this Chuck E. Cheese is like will
His-
do our
his
evil
bottom
business.
bitch,
I mean,
yeah.
you did say there's blood sport here, so
Yeah, it's one of those places where it's very like that's the main thing is they do export a ton of
Yeah.
they're like the largest exporter of cheese and dairy and butter because of the natural formation. But she's wealthy, but she's also protective. So it's almost also though like a little haven for misfits and outsiders because
Ne'er-do-wells.
Charlie's also very, very selective on who she allows. Because a lot of people would love to kind of like take this from her. This
Should we?
operation.
Yeah, they want those
spot.
cows so bad.
now I'm
there's
gonna
no
marry
way.
her. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah, that's how we take it from her. You gotta marry.
so she's very so they export a ton. She's extremely selective about who she lets into the lagoon without firing massive ballistae at ships. Dave claims he will be allowed entry.
Okay.
That is where you are heading.
Sick. Love it. We're gonna become lagooners.
Hell yeah, Lagooners.
Okay.
We're gonna get some cheese up in this bitch. I'm excited for next week now.
Yeah, I love gooning.
I love gooning.
Can
Am
I say
here
I
next
hate
week?
that that word has become a slang for what it is? Because I used to call my little guy a little goon, and now I can't anymore.
Patrick, here's the thing. You would be wrong because the homosexuals have been using gooner and gooning since I was a wee little tot that could access the internet and
Oh,
look up
okay.
gay porn. I think
Guess-
just straight people have now realized that it's a term. It, like
Oh,
it
yeah.
just
Fair
broke
enough.
into mainstream. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
the bitch has been gooning since forever.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I am here next week, but not the week after.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
Tim,
here
how dare you?
both weeks.
But, well, thanks for being here, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
See you next
Heck
week.
yeah.
See you next
Everyone
time,
have fun.
mateys.
Bye.
Ahoy, bitch.
Bye.
Bye.